This week is Teacher Appreciation Week, and I'd like to shout out Miss Kruger for being my favorite teacher, for accepting me for me, not judging me for the things that I do in my life, and, you know what I'm saying, being a good teacher to all students, you know what I'm saying. I feel like everybody in the school should mess with Miss Kruger. She's just a nice teacher, and I appreciate you.
I appreciate Miss Allen. I appreciate how she treats her students like we're humans and that we're not perfect, and that she's just really lenient with us. Most teachers treat us like we have to be perfect 24/7, but she understands that we have stuff outside of school and we have jobs, like we can't be doing homework all the time. She's just a really understanding person. Thanks, Ms. Allen.
A teacher that I appreciate is Miss Lynch, because she really helped me out through the school year, and all the days that I missed, she helped me catch up, and she really makes her students believe that they're like well respected and everything, but she treats everyone with kindness and respect. So I really appreciate everything she's done for me and everything she's done for other students.
The teacher that I appreciate is Miss Veron, because I always laugh in her class and I have learned things about life, also things about Spanish. She's been very important to me.
My third period teacher, Colonel Perkins. I appreciate his class overall. It helps a lot of people with their confidence, and he always supports me and motivates me to be my best. It helped me improve a lot mentally and physically throughout JROTC and Raiders. Thank you, Colonel, for always helping me find a solution to my problems.
The teacher I appreciate is Ms. Wardrop. Ms. Wardrop always looks to help her students succeed and make you work for and learn to work for the things that you want and the things that you need. So that's why I appreciate Ms. Wardrop. Thank you, Ms. Wardrop, for always believing in me and pushing me to be better.
The teacher I appreciate is Mr. Brutz. Mr. Brutz has a very young sense of humor that he expresses with the class and makes the class even more better than what it is.
The teacher I'm really thankful for is Mr. Tracy. I really enjoyed having his class. He's one of the best teachers, science teachers. He makes science fun, makes it less hard, and I recommend him to anybody who's looking for a good science class. And yeah, thank you, Mr. Tracy. I appreciate you.
What teacher do you appreciate and why?
The teacher I appreciate most is Miss Chisholm, and the reason why is because she's pushed me to my limits and past them, and she's helped me understand something that I was never able to before.
I appreciate Dr. Floyd. I appreciate him because he taught me how to play the trumpet. I appreciate this about him because now I can play the trumpet and be able to play music with people. Thank you, Dr. Floyd, for making these last 2 years a good one.
Who is a teacher you appreciate?
I appreciate Coach Moore.
What do you specifically appreciate about them?
I appreciate that he's really level with the students and he makes his all the work really easy.
Why do you appreciate this about them?
I appreciate this about Coach Moore is because the fact that he understands us and that he's level with us, which makes it easier for everything else. Thank you, Coach Moore, for everything you do, and keep up the good work.
I appreciate Mr. Motto. How his class is really chill and how he's like really chill and like a really good teacher. He's very understanding and helps you whenever I need help, and he's just super chill. Thank you, Mr. Motto.
The teacher I appreciate most at Winder-Barrow High School is Mr. Farmer. Favorite thing about him is he knows how to make you laugh and you can take a joke. Something I appreciate about him is probably just his kindness and the way he talks to people, you know. And I just want to thank you, Mr. Farmer.
Who's the teacher you appreciate the most?
Coach Dowdy.
What do you specifically appreciate them the most for?
He's a good person to talk to, and he was a good soccer coach.
And why do you appreciate that?
I appreciate that because he encourages a lot, and he's really positive. Thank you, Coach Dowdy.
I appreciate Miss Porras. I loved her class. I was always looking forward to go to her classes, and her class was just really fun to go to. She taught me Spanish. She helped me through a lot of things, and I also really loved her class. Thank you, Miss Porras.
My teacher appreciation is Miss Bailey. She helped me learn healthcare. She was a very sweet teacher. Thank you, Miss Bailey.
All right, the teacher I'm appreciating is Mr. Jones. He's a really cool, nice guy, young talent. You know, he's 23, he's pretty young, straight out UGA, and The reason why he's like really appreciative to me is because he's really cool. He doesn't get on you for your phone, something like that. If you get your work done, then he'll be pretty chill with you.
Mr. Riley Jones. He's a very nice and caring teacher with an amazing personality. I would definitely recommend this teacher to others. He's awesome and very nice and is very relatable and caring to everyone. And thank you, Mr. Jones, for everything you do for everyone.
What teacher do you appreciate?
I appreciate Mr. Barusha.
Why?
Because I think the amount of patience he has is what I look up to the most.
And why do you appreciate this?
Because I think it makes a better classroom environment and just makes everybody overall happier. Thank you.
The teacher I appreciate is Coach Owens. You know, the reason why I appreciate Coach Owens, you know, always made the time in the classroom always a fun time. You know, always good kicking it with him in the classroom. You know, and what made it even better is his catchphrases. You know, like yes, Sirski. That's Lovski. No Sirski. Thank you, Coach Owens, for, you know, making my time in the classroom a fun time.
I appreciate Coach Bell for always agreeing to film with us and being a great coach on the field and in the classroom. Thanks, Coach Bell.
My teacher appreciation is Miss Collins. She's very encouraging and motivating. Thank you, Miss Collins.
I appreciate Miss Dunn as she was my human anatomy teacher last semester. I enjoyed her class because we always have fun. She was a real nice teacher, and at the end of the semester, we had a food party.
Who do you appreciate and why? I appreciate Miss Kramer and Miss Olds because they moved me and they believed in me and they pushed me to my limits to where I can pass and graduate, and I have to thank them so much for what they did for me.
What is the teacher you appreciate the most?
I appreciate Ms. Rankin.
What do you specifically appreciate them the most for?
She gives good advice and she's there when you need her.
Why do you appreciate that?
Because everybody always needs someone to talk to, you know? Thank you, Ms. Rankin.
Ms. Guerin. Her constant effort into our class and how she teaches us and her style of teaching. Because I'm interested in engineering and she's a great teacher that showed me how to engineer. Thank you again.
I appreciate Miss Lynch. Miss Lynch was the first teacher who ever really talked to me during school, and she just made me feel a whole lot comfortable coming to a new school, and I will forever appreciate her kindness. Thank you, Miss Lynch.
Who's your favorite teacher?
Miss Porce.
All right, and what do you appreciate about Miss Porce?
The fact that she teaches Spanish in an easy way.
Why do you appreciate that about them?
Because it made learning Spanish and all the culture better and understanding it. Thank you, Miss Porce.
Who is the teacher you most appreciate?
The teacher I most appreciate is Miss K.
Why do you appreciate this teacher?
I appreciate this teacher because she has a welcoming attitude and she's really nice.
What do you want this teacher to know?
That I really appreciated having her as my teacher, and she's really awesome.
My favorite teacher is Miss Kruger because she's relatable, and every time I was in her class, we had a good time.
I appreciate Miss Cook. Appreciate Miss Cook's humanity and understanding because it made her class very enjoyable. Thank you, Miss Cook.
The teacher I appreciate the most is Mr. Langford. I want to thank Mr. Langford because he taught me and expanded my knowledge in film, but he didn't do it in a boring, old-fashioned way. He did it in a kinesthetic learning style, which I really enjoyed. I appreciate you, Mr. Langford.
A teacher I appreciate is Mrs. Ingrams. Mrs. Ingrams is so kind and patient to each and every one of her students, and she is willing to do any and everything to make her students succeed.